My story begins, poetically speaking, with the sea, and ends, quite literally, here, with footprints in the sands of a fashionable East Coast watering place. From raised storm and expectation to weary calm and resignation. Sea to sea. A strange trajectory for a spoilt clergyman's daughter, reared in the landlocked village parsonage of, among the sombre hills of, in the strictest seclusion. My sister Mary and myself, out of 6 children, were the only 2 to navigate the perilous rocks of infancy and early childhood, and I, being youngest, was for 18 years the family pet.
Agnes Grey by Brontë, dramatised by Judith Adams.
Agnes!
My mother, a squire's daughter, a woman of spirit and opinion, who chose to live in a cottage with Richard Grey, as it were, rather than a palace with any other man in the world.
Agnes, dearest, you will catch a chill. The sun is almost down.
Her family cast her off in excellent fairy tale tradition, and where my father pined on her behalf for her lost riches, she gloried in a life she herself had chosen, buried in the homely village parsonage. I'm not cold, Mother.
What is that you're writing?
The history of my life.
Bless you, child. It's just begun. Wait a bit.
I shan't ever feel older than I do now, or more weary in spirit.
Nonsense, Agnes. But I will say this sea air and change of scene seem to do you no good. I never saw you look so wretched. Oh, but see, there is this letter for you.
Letter? For me?
I don't recognise the hand.
Oh.
Who is it?
Rosalie. Miss Murray. No, now Lady Ashby. My pupil.
Erstwhile pupil, I thank heaven. Dreadful people. I shall never again believe that high birth guarantees nobility of spirit. Won't you read it, Agnes?
By and by, Mamma.
Agnes, really? You are turned into a mystery. There was a time nothing would bring you more pleasure than a letter of your own. Read it, and see whether your old pupil's frivolous thoughts and shallow life cannot make you more thankful for your own.
If it were so simple. It was once. Dear Miss Grey, you have not answered my letters, nor said when you will visit me.
Do come. I am so bored. I see no one all day but my husband and his mother, the Dowager Lady Ashby, who, in a foolish moment of early weakness, I implored to stay on to help me run the house. She now tyrannises over me most shamefully. I want you to visit me as a friend and stay a long time. You must and shall come. In fact, I shall die if you don't. Miss Grey, life is not turning out at all as it does in the novels.
Indeed it is not, Rosalie. My books were not yours. They were Shakespeare's comedies, the Arabian Nights and Gulliver's Travels. But I believed in them, as you did in your silly romances. I believed that however rough the storms of life, we would arrive safe on the shore of our deserving. So I believed when my life was buried in the homely village parsonage with my dear, dear family. I begin the tale one evening when we are, the 4 of us, gathered round the fire together. Our last true evening at home. The fateful blow which is to sunder us has been struck. Our little ship of home comforts has been wrecked. But on this night I feel a strange exhilaration at being driven to such straits, and thrown to cling upon the spars and flotsam of my own, as yet undiscovered talents, courage, and resources. If only Papa and Mamma and Mary could be of my cheerful mind, we might piece together our shattered bark and be sailing in it still, all hands on deck, loving, hale and hearty. I think we should be cheerful, Mary.
Hush, Agnes, you don't understand.
Your friend, the merchant, drowned too.
The one we used to call Antonio.
Hush, Agnes.
All drowned. The cargo lost. The money from the sale of my little property. All gone. My dear, you said I should not risk all on this sea-borne speculation. As always, you were right, and I have been headstrong and fanciful and brought us all to our knees. All our dreams.
Mary and I had fantastical dreams, Papa. Glass slipper and coaches and four dreams. I never thought of them as ever being truth. Don't grieve so. It was like a game.
Ruin? A game, Agnes?
Don't be stern with her, Mary. She is a child in the ways of the world, and long I would have kept her so. Dear little Agnes, what will your life be now? I am to blame. I am to blame.
I did say standing bills on expectation of a fortune were not wise, Richard. Speculation on what we wish for but do not have is never prudent.
You know I wanted better for you, Alice, and now we have even less than before. How you must despair of me.
Mr. Grey, I married you for love, not for property, nor, heaven knows, for your good sense. Come now, no more gloom. I have always been, and can be yet, practical enough for two. The phaeton will be sold, and the pony.
Mamma, sell Prince?
Prince goes, Agnes. And Mary and I must take the place of our maid, cook and stable boy. We shall let the little coach house, peel our own apples for the pie, and mend, turn and mend again. Smile now, Richard dear, and rejoice that we shall all share in this affliction together.
I hardly ever see Papa smile from that day. Mamma doesn't so much smile as set her mouth in determined lines, upturned, to be sure, but Mary grows dejected as she works. So it becomes in our house, all my family brooding or working, and I frisking between them like my urgent kitten, alternately petted or just as gently pushed aside.
What can I do, Mamma?
You, Agnes, my dear child, practice your music. Play.
What with? My doll? Mamma, I am 18 years old.
Well, Methuselah, take your ease then. You'll be more a trouble here than a help. What do you know of household duties?
Well, how can I learn when you tease me and tell me I'm always in your way?
Agnes, I haven't time now for the luxury of instruction. Papa's supper is paramount.
Mutton, my favourite.
There's enough for one, and we shall not take pudding. Remember, Agnes, a well-regulated house, however straitened its circumstances, provides the best for its menfolk, its breadwinners. Run off and help your sister, or take her out with you for a walk. She's so thin and gloomy these days.
Mamma. Mary, Mamma says you are too thin and I must take you out on the moors, or help you. What's that you have?
I can't go out with you. There's far too much to do.
Then why are you carrying your sketchbook and paints?
Don't be pert, Agnes. Let me see, Mary. Wait while I wipe my hands.
Mamma, I wondered if I might get a few pennies if I sold my drawing things back to Mr. Jackson. The palette and paints are hardly used.
This is a fine drawing. If it were finished off and framed in a good style, you might sell that instead for more than he'd ever pay for second-hand brushes.
I wish I could help, Mamma. Don't I draw pretty well, too?
You? Well, who knows? One day, perhaps.
One day? No, I wish to help now. I know I don't draw so well as Mary, but I want to earn my way. I have a scheme in my head, Mamma, and have had it long. Only no one asks me.
Indeed, Miss Solemnity. Well, tell us what it is.
I should like to be a governess.
Agnes, what can you be dreaming of?
What is my little Agnes dreaming of?
I don't see anything so very extraordinary in it. I don't pretend to be able to instruct great girls, but surely I could teach little ones. And I should like it so much. I am so fond of children. Do let me, Mamma.
Papa, but my love, you don't know yet how to take care of yourself. A governess.
What? My little Agnes, a governess?
Papa, dear Papa, don't please laugh at me.
Think, what would you do in a house full of strangers without us to speak for you? You wouldn't even know what clothes to put on.
I'm not a child. You don't know the half that I'm capable of because I've never been tried. You think because I always do as you bid me, I have no judgment of my own. But only try me, that's all I ask. And you shall see what I can do.
But, my darling, we couldn't spare you. Mrs. Grey, tell her.
Have you thought about this scheme?
Yes, for weeks, Mamma, months. Remember those stories of your early life, Mamma, that you would tell us by the fireside? Of the great, gracious houses you visited, and the promenades you'd take with gentlemen beside the sea, under the palms. I want to see the world too. I want to meet gracious people. I want money and position. I want so many things.
Bless me, the child has taken a fever.
Think, you will be leaving home. When you return, nothing will be the same. Do you understand what I'm saying? Your little kitten will be a full-grown Tom and will likely have forgotten all about you.
Mamma, I cannot stay a child forever.
True, but a governess.
Mother's look is curious, half respect, half pity. And though her objections continue many days, I know that for the first time in my life I've been heard. I have a voice at last in my own destiny. At length, and with some difficulty, I wring consent out of them all. Mother takes the consultation of newspapers and relations into her own hands, and after vexing delays, finds me a position she is prepared to entertain for me. I am to take charge of the young family of a certain Mrs. Bloomfield, for a fortune, £25 per annum, with subtractions for travel and laundry. Riches from the Arabian Nights. Think how charming it will be to be entrusted with the care and education of children, to win their confidence and affections, to awaken contrition in the erring, to embolden the timid and console the afflicted, to train the tender plants and watch the buds unfolding day by day. Delightful task to teach the young idea how to shoot. I shall show you what I can do. I shall show all my friends what I can do.
Agnes, the gig is here.
Goodbye, my dear, dear little ones. Let me be strong and not weep too much. I'm afraid the meat... My hands are so benumbed with the cold. I can scarcely hold them, knife and fork.
I dare say you would find it cold. You did not mention a speech impediment in your letters, Miss Grey. I hope my children will not be picking up bad habits.
No, Mrs. Bloomfield, of course. I only...
Speech, as with all deportment, like table manners, is so important.
I fear the meat is somewhat...
I've had so little time myself to attend to their education, but I think they're particularly clever children, very apt to learn, especially the little boy. A generous, noble-spirited boy, and remarkable for always speaking the truth. He seems to scorn deception.
That's good news.
I beg your pardon, Miss Grey. Pray do not mutter and mumble. We honour plain speaking at Wellwood.
What of Tom's sister?
Master Bloomfield's sister will require watching. A beautiful child, but sadly neglected by her nursery maid, who has been dismissed now you are here. You will take charge of her washing, dressing, and clothes. Mr. Bloomfield and I are most particular that our children look their best at all times. Being a clergyman's daughter, you will know what it is that cleanliness is next to.
Impossible, when one's charges romp the grounds like fox cubs, and take as little notice of me as of a cringing leveret, unless it is to toy with me for their pleasure. The children in my dreams had been good as dolls. These real ones are green, vigorous, and rampant weeds, ignorant hitherto of any gardener's firm hand. However, I am only a little shaken. I am sure that if I am firm, patient, and persevering, time and my own exemplary conduct will work miracles.
Tom! Where are you? You must come in. Mary Ann, too.
Here, Miss Grey. See the toad at the bottom of the well? If I poke him, he must hop. See?
Oh, Tom, let me.
Hush and wait.
No, it's my turn. Me. Ah!
Surely, Tom, you would not strike your sister. I hope I shall never see you do that again.
You will sometimes. I'm obliged to do it now and then to keep her in order.
Mary Ann, you must put that rock down. What are you...
Squelching is nasty frog if I can't play. There.
Bitch! Tom! Mary Ann, your clothes! Get up! Tom, you must never use that awful word. Where did you hear it? Tom?
What the devil's this? Miss Grey? I suppose it is Miss Grey. Is it possible? What in the devil's name can you be thinking about?
I can't get them to come in, sir.
But I insist upon their being got in! Get in with you, you filthy brats, or I'll horsewhip you both! There, you see. They abate the first word. Now look how Miss Bloomfield has soiled her frock, and Master Bloomfield's jacket's a disgrace. And where are their hats and gloves? My children look like common urchins. Deuce! How much do I pay you per annum?
I do not answer. What should I answer? Mr. Bloomfield is not a gentleman.
What's the matter with the mutton, my dear?
It's quite overdone. Don't you taste, Mrs. Bloomfield, that all the goodness is roasted out of it?
Well, I think the beef will suit you. I'm sure I thought it very nice.
And so it was very nice. A nicer joint could not be, but it is quite spoiled. Don't you see how it's cut? Oh, dear, it's quite shocking.
They must have cut it wrong in the kitchen then, for I'm sure I carved it quite properly here yesterday.
No doubt they cut it wrong in the kitchen, savages. Dear. Remember that in future, when a decent dish leaves this table, they shall not touch it in the kitchen. Remember that, Mrs. Bloomfield. Miss Grey, if you've done gawping, get to the nursery and teach my daughter at least how a house is run.
I leave, so glad to get out of the room. I never felt so ashamed and uncomfortable in my life for anything that was not my own fault.
Ha ha! There's for you, and there's for you, and there's for you! I'll have you go my way, damned mare, or devil damn you! Devil damn you!
Tom!
There you are, Miss Grey. See my spurs and whip? Uncle Robson's brought them.
See my doll, Miss Grey? Tom has thrown her against the wall for not watching him on the horse, and now her head is broke.
Broken, Mary Ann. You must say broken.
Broke or broken, it's done, isn't it? And Tom will not be punished. He is never punished, and I say it isn't fair.
Life is seldom fair, Mary Ann. Thank the Lord for all your blessings, and come and finish your lesson.
I won't. You can't make me. You can't make me do a single thing. I shall scream until Mamma comes and tell her you've beaten me and been unkind.
That would be a lie, Mary Ann. When you pray tonight, you must ask God's forgiveness. I shall remind you when we come to sing our penitential hymn of all your sins today.
No, thank you very much. You're our servant.
Papa doesn't pay you to cant at us like a Methody. I heard Uncle Robson say so. Watch me! Watch me! I shall ride like Uncle Robson.
Uncle Robson. A tall, strong-built man with dark hair and a sallow complexion like his sister, a nose that seems to disdain the earth, and little grey eyes, half-closed, contemptuous. He wears a corset. I can tell. I can tell you wear a corset.
The governess, I take it. Down, Pincher. She made me damned horse swerve. Is she trying to unseat me, eh?
It's Miss Grey, Uncle Robson. What have you shot? Let me see.
Yeah, take 'em.
They're all bloody. Ugh.
What's this cant I hear about her preaching against hunting and killing the beasts of the field? She'll make a milksop of you, boy.
I suppose God's fellow creatures deserve our compassion, sir.
Suppose they don't, eh, Tom? The creatures are all created for our convenience, as woman is for man's, eh? Pretty women, anyway. Women without opinions.
If they are created for our convenience, we have no right to torment them for our amusement.
Here, Tom. I've a present for you in the saddlebag. Give me back the pheasant, and keep the blood off my best trousers.
I've twisted this one's head off. See? What have you got me?
What have you got me, Uncle Robson?
You wench? Nothing. You should be indoors with your governess, stitching a shirt or dressing up in your gimcracks and ribbons to practice all your snaring arts, and leave us young men to our sport.
Fledglings. Uncle Robson. For me?
For you.
And one for me. One for me.
No, not one. They're all mine. You shan't touch them. But you shall watch me fettle them off.
Tom, what will you do?
Different things. I'll give one to the cat. There, now you're fond of our cat, Miss Grey, and shall like to see her fed. One I'll cut up with my penknife. This one I'll roast alive and see what noise it will make. My word, but I will wallop 'em.
You will kill them at once, and quickly, or take them back to where they came from.
And where might that be? Deuce take me if I don't forget.
If you don't tell me, I shall kill them myself. You won't torture them for your pleasures.
You daren't. You daren't touch them for your life. Pa and Mamma would be angry. Ha! I've caught you there, miss. What are you doing? No! Give them back! No!
She squashed the birds. She squashed the birds. She squashed them flat.
Dear God.
I am sorry, Miss Grey, you should think it necessary to interfere with Master Bloomfield's amusements. He was very much distressed about your destroying the birds in that shocking manner.
She squashed them flat, Mamma, with a big rock. Ew. It was cruel, evil, wasn't
Tom,
it?
you will not leave this room. Tom. You will not leave this corner till the lesson is done.
Tom, I have a work basket.
Burn it, Mary! Throw it on the fire, Mary Ann! Throw her desk out the window! Come on!
Miss Grey, is it possible? What in the devil's name can you be thinking about?
They may crush, but they shall not subdue me. 'Tis of thee that I think, and not of them.
A damned canting Methody or something. Sounds like to me. Is she right in the head?
Mother says you will wear this frock.
I won't, I won't, I won't, I won't!
What a naughty girl Mary Ann is getting. Don't you observe, my dear, how she's altered since the governess came? And Tom's studies have deteriorated of late, I'm sorry to say.
You may say that. Is this what I pay for, Mrs. Bloomfield? Do you think that woman is a proper person? Take my word for it.
Mrs. Bloomfield! Mrs. Bloomfield!
Ah, Miss Grey. I fear after midsummer your services will not be required further. I have to say, more in sorrow than anger, that the children, in spite of being superior to most other children of their years and abilities, have made so little improvement in manners and temper and schooling. Mr. Bloomfield and I feel steps must be taken. I fear, Miss Grey, you are not firm enough, not diligent, not persevering.
On the contrary, patience, firmness, and perseverance have been my only weapons. They have been my lifelines, Mrs. Bloomfield. I used them to my utmost, and I failed.
Well, Agnes, you need not try again.
We need you here, my dear. My health is so unsteady. How will your sister and mother cope if I were taken away?
Oh, nonsense, Richard. Be a little more cheerful and you'll live as long as any of us. At least to see the girls married and me a canty old grandmother.
Married? Poor penniless things. Who will take them, I wonder?
Nobody, indeed, who is not conscious of his great good fortune in winning them, penniless or not. And if not, there are 1,000 honest ways of making a livelihood. 1,000.
1,000, Mother. If you're a man, perhaps. A genteel lady without finances has only one choice outside marriage: teaching.
Now, Mary, You have money from your paintings. I could take in washing if I wished. We could write a popular novel about passions in Scotland, or dress up as pirates and take a silver ship from Ecuador.
I shall take another situation.
No.
I would like to lessen your anxiety, Papa, on one subject at least.
So, Agnes, you would actually try again?
Decidedly I would. Everyone is not like Mr. and Mrs. Bloomfield.
No, some are worse.
But not many, I think. And I shall manage better another time. I have experience now. I shall try again.
Agnes.
Well, my girl, you're not easily discouraged, I see. I'm glad of that. You are changed.
Yes. This time I will take things more coolly.
Perhaps if we advertise you only to the better class of family, you will be treated with the proper respect and consideration. A thoroughbred family might improve upon that arrogant upstart tradesman's brood. Leave it to me. I will see to it your next appointment suits you better.
We have had flocks of governesses here, Miss Grey. I hope you, at any rate, will succeed in keeping a mild temper. The fact is, I have hitherto found your breed wanting in the meek and mild spirit which St. Matthew, or someone of the sort, exhorted you to dress yourselves up in. As a clergyman's daughter, you will know the passage to which I allude, doubtless. My daughter's deportment is, of course, unexceptionable, and the elder knows quite as much as she should, since she is very soon to become Lady Ashby of Ashby Park. The youngest is a sweet and natural child with the tenderest affections. We do not need them to tar their heads with knowledge, Miss Grey, but to polish those natural accomplishments which grace an English home. And above all, make my children happy, Miss Grey.
And me, Mrs. Murray? And me?
The judicious governess will know that. While she lives in obscurity herself, her pupil's deportment will speak for her character. She lives through her charges, Miss Grey, and finds her virtue in that abnegation.
And here endeth the lesson. Having said what she wished, she departs. It being no part of her plan to hear my answer, I am to hear, and not to speak. As for my new, genteel pupils...
Matilda, stop now, or I shall scream myself into fits.
Like a cat being hung, isn't it, Rosie? Mamma should learn that I'll never make a go of it and let me off to groom my mare.
Hush! And you must call me Rosalie now I am introduced into polite society. Now, Miss Grey, shut the door, sit down, and I'll tell you about the ball.
No, damn it, no! Hold your tongue, can't you, and let me tell her about my new mare. Such a splendour, Miss Grey. Fine blood mare. Why, Miss Grey, how shocked you look. I'm so glad.
She is shocked because you must not use that word.
Damn, you mean?
Mare. It is quite disgusting. My sister, Miss Grey, is successful as an animal, but as a human being...
Mare? What's wrong with a lady horse, I'd like to know? I learned my words from Papa, you ass, and his jolly friends. I'm as good a judge of horseflesh as the rest of them, so Critcher Coachman says.
Matilda, I shall really take a fit if you go on talking in that way.
Stuff! Loosen your stays, Rosie, and stop being such a girl.
Attend to me, Miss Grey. At the ball, I was quite charming, wasn't I, Matilda?
Middling.
No, but I really was. I looked so beautiful. I know I did, and made so many conquests.
But what good will many conquests be, Miss Murray?
Our good rector, Mr. Hatfield, was a most humble admirer.
Mr. Hatfield? At the ball?
Indeed he was. There! Did you think he was too good to go?
I thought he might consider it unclerical.
Upon my word, Miss Grey, I must agree with Tilly just this once. Life is much more fun now you are here to be shocked. But take heart. His new curate Weston didn't come, thank heaven, ugly blockhead as he is. He should suit you nicely. I won't begrudge you him, as I have 5 or 6 to torment.
Was not Sir Thomas Ashby there, too?
Of course.
Are you not betrothed to him? Your mother has said so many times in my hearing.
Was he not distressed at your behaviour?
Sir Thomas Ashby is the wickedest man in the neighbourhood when it comes to flirting with the ladies.
Surely not. If your mamma says you are to marry him.
What does wickedness signify? I am to be Lady Ashby of Ashby Park. Oh, but I so enjoy the power of being young, beautiful and single. I could wish to coquette with all the world, break 10,000 hearts while I can, and then, on the verge of being an old maid, marry some high-born, rich, indulgent husband 50 other ladies were dying to entrap. As things are, I must marry within the year and lose the chance of any more of this delicious sport.
If these are your true feelings, Miss Murray, you should keep single by all means, lest you make some honourable man deeply unhappy.
Ain't she a prize one, though? But, Rosie, you could leave off tormenting young Harry Meltham and stop splicing in with your twitterings every time I try and talk to him.
You were about to talk horse breeding with him. I declare, Matilda, nobody will ever admire you till you get rid of your unfortunate manner.
Oh, stuff! Harry likes my manner. If my husband can keep a few good horses and dogs, I shan't mind the rest. You may go to the devil with your damned airs and money-grabbing. Lady Ashby. I'd sooner marry Papa's Larcher.
Really? You shouldn't let her, Miss Grey.
Really? And how can I stop her, Miss Murray?
Well, Miss Grey, what do you think of the new curate?
I can scarcely tell. I liked his sermon.
You would think of that. But isn't he ugly?
Perhaps, Miss Murray, you hold him a grudge for not casting a glance into the squire's pew.
Well, so you can be caustic after all. Excellent. I declare, Miss Grey, you're just like me in your own way. I'm so glad.
Like you, Miss Murray. I don't think...
Mr. Hatfield! I did so miss your preaching this morning. Oh, I know one must give one's subordinates a chance to try their powers, such as they are. But poor Mr. West. It is so unfair to expect him to impress a congregation used to the quality of your sermons.
Well, Miss Murray, you do me too much honour. I've often been gratified by your rapt attention in church, your almost angelic features upturned in earnest supplication as I speak is an inspiration in my work. Would you allow me to escort you, and your gracious sister, of course, to your carriage?
Oh, Mr. Hatfield, you've overlooked the governess.
The governess?
No, Miss Murray, thank you, but I prefer to walk, if I may. The carriage leaves me feeling very ill.
Very odd, Miss Grey, that the carriage should always make you sick. Never makes me queasy in the least.
Not me either, but I dare say it would if I sat where she does. Such a nasty, horrid place, Miss Grey. I wonder how you can bear it.
Miss Murray, I am obliged to bear it.
When shall I see you again, Miss Murray?
Why, Mr. Hatfield at church, of course. Where else? Unless your business chanced to take you elsewhere, at the precise moment when I happen to be elsewhere too.
If I knew precisely when and where you might be taking the air, say, tomorrow afternoon.
Sometimes I am very philanthropic after luncheon, amongst the cottagers on our estate.
Then, Miss Murray, I shall trust to Providence and walk where my own heart would be leading. Good day.
Drive on, Critch. Miss Grey, don't dawdle. We shall require your attendance in an hour.
Miss Grey, you remember me? You and your ladies came to me this last week with a tract and some jelly.
Yes, Nancy. It's Nancy, isn't it? Nancy Brown.
Bless you, miss. You look a little pale this morning. Can you stop by at the cottage and take some tea if you're walking?
I don't think...
Ah, Nancy. You've not been regular at church of late. Hell gapes, even for the humble does it gape, Nancy Brown, when they fail in their religious duty.
Mr. Hatfield, sir, I've been low in me spirits and rheumaticy.
Stir yourself, Nancy, and you will soon feel the improvement. Weston!
Don't look so sad, Nancy. I'm sure he meant it for your good.
Not he. This is Sally, Miss Grey. She's my only friend. I try to keep her tucked away here, but she will be out and hunting. Do sit, miss, and I'll mash her some tea. Will you read the while? It will take my mind off things a little. If it's all the same to you, I'd like to hear that there first epistle of St. John, the one about love.
Beloved, let us love one another, for love is of God, and everyone that loveth is born of God, and knoweth God.
It seems fearsome to me, miss, for how do I know if I love God or man as I should? There's Mr. Hatfield. How can I love a man who thinks me naught? Does he love me? How do you like Mr. Weston?
Mr. Weston? The curate? I hardly know. He preaches very well.
Why, thank you, Miss Grey. Rare and sweet it is to hear good things of ourselves when we take the risk of eavesdropping. Good day, Nancy. I took the liberty of learning your whereabouts from Mr. Hatfield. You seemed sad at church today.
Sit you, Mr. Weston, do.
But Miss Grey is leaving. I have made her wish to leave.
You will both stay here while this shower gets over. What? There's room for all. Mr. Weston, you stir up the coals and I shall fetch another cup. Do as I say now.
Miss Grey, won't you come back to your place nearer the fire? Or perhaps it is the fresh scents of spring that keep you by the window. Do you like flowers, Miss Grey?
Flowers? Yes, very much. Wild flowers, anyway.
Which are your favourites? Violet? I see Nancy has some in her little patch of garden.
No. There are no associations with home. I love bluebells and heath blossoms and primroses.
It must console you much to have a home, Miss Grey. However far away, however seldom visited, it must...
It is my lodestar. Without it, I would die. Why do you laugh?
You spoke with such passion. Fortunately, the ties that bind us to life are tougher than that. I have no home now, yet, as you see, I cling tenaciously to life. Even Nancy's mash will be welcome. The heart is more elastic than we think.
We will all must take tea together. This is a day to mark with a white stone for me.
Thank you. No, I must... Oh, the rain has stopped.
Miss Grey, you must stay.
No, really. Nancy, I shall leave you to talk with Mr. Weston, Nancy. It's why he came. It will be much better comfort than I could offer. My ladies will be expecting me. Good day. I do not wish to talk of home to strangers. I wish to be cool and distant and pass unseen.
Oh, Miss Grey, I saw you. No wonder you lingered behind at the church. For all your high-flown words and religion, you are the same as me. You've set your cap at Weston, the poor creature, and are determined to flirt and fascinate him.
Really, this is foolishness. Leave me to my letter.
Writing again. You should tell the good people at home not to bore you with such long letters. Do put that pen away. Miss Grey. Agnes. I want you to put off your holidays until the next ball is over.
Why? You know I never attend the balls. It is not my place. And I should hate it, besides.
But you'll see the rooms decked out, and hear the music, and above all see me in my splendid new gown. I shall be so charming, you'll be ready to worship me.
Why? You will have men enough to perform that office.
Oh, men? They don't count. You are a queer creature. You never flatter or praise me half as much as you should. But at least I know that when you do, you are sincere. Never mind your friends. Tell them you won't go home yet. This is your real home now. Do stay.
To gratify your vanity? I will not. Is it a crime to wish to go to church? Is it my fault that in that church God has seen fit to place a soul in which I feel so deeply interested? It's not the man, it's his goodness I admire. Must we not worship God in all his works? And in visiting the cottagers with my charges,
Was it a sin to feel conscious that at any moment I might see him acting on his pastoral duty?
Nancy Brown, you may have this cast-off hat.
Lately, Miss Murray has become devoted to the role of philanthropist, presumably mindful of her visibility to passing clergy.
It was presented by a beau of mine who has the worst possible taste.
Can't we go, sister? I have the doctor coming to the horse's feet.
Shortly. Brown, you may fetch me a chair. But we won't take tea, thank you. Place it here, by the window.
You never know who might pass by.
Very good. How is your unfortunate son, Brown?
Is he the one who draws?
Can't you keep that hound in order, Matilda?
It's the cat he wants. Down, you stupid beast.
Don't strike him. Don't strike him again.
You deal with him then. He's impossible now you've spoiled him.
You've paid him no attention since he was a puppy, Miss Matilda.
It was a mistake to buy a terrier, stunted as they are and good for nothing. Look how he fawns on you, like a damned lapdog, ruined.
Shh. It's Mr. Hatfield. I saw him coming along the path.
And waved your kerchief at the window lest he should be in any doubt of your whereabouts.
I'm sorry your beau hasn't come, Miss Grey.
Good day, Miss Murray. Miss Matilda. Nancy, as you see, I've come to give you a talking to.
Come in, Mr. Hatfield, sir, do. Here's Miss Grey, sir. Tell Mr. Hatfield as how we read the Bible together, Miss Grey, and don't forget to remember our sins.
It is the Methodist way to sit poring over your Bible at home, Nancy. You must come to church, where you'll hear the scriptures properly explained. It is not up to the likes of you to drink the heady draught unsupervised. Mark my words. Miss Grey.
He speaks to me.
You will permit me to escort Miss Murray along Moss Lane. Devil take the beast! I've heard say your cat lurks around the pheasant cages, Nancy, and the gamekeeper shall send it to perdition. Miss Murray, will you do me the honour?
Mr. Hatfield.
Upon my soul, Miss Grey, Mamma will not approve. But now you must let me loose too. I want to see the pheasant cages. Why do you let Rosie do as she will?
I spend a little longer at Nancy's, but he does not join us. I walk home alone through the woods for Snap, but no one comes. Entering the park, we come upon Miss Murray and Mr. Hatfield. They appear flushed and annoyed.
But tell me plainly, Miss Murray, if I had the wealth of Sir Hugh Meltham, or the prospects of his elder son, would you still refuse me? Answer me truly now, upon your honour.
Such impudence! Certainly I would refuse you.
A lie. But Rosalie is in novel mode. Mr. Hatfield's face darkens ominously.
I certainly did not expect this, Miss Murray. I might say something about your past conduct in the light of this refusal. There are names for women who lead men on in such a way. But I will refrain. On condition...
Now Rosalie's face changes hue.
No conditions, Mr. Hatfield. How dare you, sir?
Then let me beg it as a favour. That you will keep this affair secret from the world. Do so, and I will try to forgive, even though I cannot forget how deeply you have injured me. If you add to this injury that of publicity, you will find, too, that I can speak.
The rose turns from red to white.
Well, you may rely on my silence, if that is to be your consolation. Now go, sir.
You promise?
Yes, I promise.
And good day, and farewell forever, Miss Murray.
Damn it!
Miss Murray?
I have such a tale to tell you, Miss Grey. Where have you been?
You have nothing to tell me, Miss Murray. Your promise...
Did you ever see such a man? He fancies I am in love with him, the conceited oaf. Still, I wish Sir Thomas were a quarter as gallant and amusing. Now what shall I do for amusement? But yes, of course, I shall fix your curate, since you tell me you have no interest in him whatever. The very next time we are in church. Don't you think Hatfield looked pale?
No, I think it's you likes him, Rosie.
Come on, I'm getting wet. Do you want to share the umbrella or not? See, there are the Melthams. Do hurry, Matilda.
Alone again, Miss Grey?
Mr. Weston.
Here is my umbrella. Let me take you to your carriage.
Thank you. I'm waiting to walk. I prefer to walk.
Then I and my umbrella will be doubly useful, if you permit it.
Mr. Weston!
Miss Murray?
Your sermon was so interesting today, but I did think Mr. Hadfield looked a little green. Is he unwell?
He is in strapping health, thank you, Miss Murray.
Good day, Mr. Weston.
Such a smile. I'm shot right through the heart. Miss Grey, your arm. You are looking very serious and remaining very quiet. Have I offended you?
Of course not.
What kind of women are the Miss Murrays?
My employer's daughters.
Fear not. I can be as secret as the grave, Miss Grey. I expect Miss Murray must be married soon. Shall you regret to part with her? I don't suppose you have much in common with the younger one.
I dare say I shall, in some degree, regret Miss Murray's departure. But Miss Matilda is better than her sister in one respect.
Excellent. You're about to be indiscreet. What way is that?
She is honest.
And the other is not?
She is a little artful.
Artful, is she? I saw she was giddy and vain.
You saw that? I am so glad. I thought...
You thought... Wait, Miss Grey, would you... and hold the umbrella for me?
He scrambles up the wet bank like a boy, sliding and laughing in the mud, and picks 4 primroses.
For you, Miss Grey. May they remind you of home and happiness.
He remembers our last talk. Remembers every word, as I do. Can it be so? Can he have thought of me through these last few weeks a fraction as much as I have thought of him? Oh, why does my tongue feel like lead? Say something. Say something.
Thank you.
Is that all? Is that all?
Mr. Weston.
Oh, brilliant speech.
Where is your little dog? I think of him always at your heels. Though we have not spoken for some weeks, I have seen you reading and walking through these woods. Miss Murray solemnly informed me you were always at your books, and I must say the evidence is against you.
You think it wrong to read books?
Yes, if it separates you from the real joys and woes of living. Have you not been avoiding company? Miss Murray says you're a true misanthrope.
What an idea he has of me.
Snap was not my dog. He merely had a preference. Miss Matilda has pronounced him useless and sold him on to the rat catcher.
You must miss him very much. Away from home, all friends are precious.
I fear he may not be well treated. I try not to think of him at all.
The rain is clearing, and this is your gate. It is possible I may fancy a walk after church again next Sunday. Will it be of any consequence to you whether I do or not?
Impossible to answer. My tongue is nailed down in my mouth, and my heart climbs up and up until I feel its beats might burst my throat.
Mr. Weston...
Miss Grey! Miss Grey! There's a message for you at the lodge. Urgent, Mamma says, about your father. He's in a poor way, and you must go at once, the message says. But Mamma says you shall not, until we're sure it's not a false alarm.
Really, Miss Grey? It was only 2 days I asked you to wait. Who could tell he would die in so short a time? Besides, it is in the common course of nature. We must all die sometime. You must not suppose yourself the only afflicted one. And instead of repining, Miss Grey, be thankful for the privileges you enjoy.
We must indeed all die, Mrs. Murray. But do you truly feel in your bones that you are mortal too? And if so, why do you possess no more ability to share the pains of your fellows than Mary Ann did the suffering of her toad in the well, and Tom the agony of the bird whose children he plucked and slaughtered. It is a kind of illness not to feel what other creatures feel. I, too, have committed acts, had thoughts, of which I am ashamed. I thought life was good. It was only waiting to show me otherwise when I turned from the mirror. I thought I was perfectly good. I was only half blind. The mirror has broken. The apple has choked me.
I shall end the fairy tale here. When my father's death was announced, my mother's relations sought to restore her fortunes in return for her agreeing she had erred to marry him. She preferred to set up school here, by the sea, and earn her own bread in the salt air of dignity and independence. I joined her, and here am I, Agnes Grey, once governess, now teacher, and someone's daughter once again. Shielded by my own obscurity and a few fictitious names, I do not fear to venture, and will candidly lay before the public what I would not disclose to the most intimate friend. My little voyage, and the wreckage of its dreams.
Miss Grey, life is not turning out at all as it does in the novels. I detest Sir Thomas Ashby, and despise him too. Oh, he pretended to adore me at first, but now he does as he pleases, leaving me here a prisoner and a slave. He comes home to brag of his lady this and Mrs. that, and his betting book and his gaming table and his opera girls and his wine and brandy and water, filthy beast. Oh, I would give 10,000 worlds to be Miss Murray again, at home and teasing my dear governess.
Is it possible? Dear Snap!
Your dog remembers you well, Miss Grey.
Mr. Weston. Snap.
Down, old fellow. I bought the wretch from the rat catcher. He did not seem to have the vocation. I have been watching you some time. You write a very long reply to that letter.
Not a reply. I write no letter.
What then? Fact or fiction?
It is a sort of novel.
Fiction, then?
Perhaps, but it must tell the truth. Truth always conveys its own moral, and I wish so much to make the world better than it is.
You consider yourself competent to reform the errors and abuses of this world?
I wish to contribute my humble quota to that holy aim.
A solemn task. An awesome task for one so young and inexperienced.
And earn my living, too.
Ah. There are departments of art and literature from which we might not shut women out. These should not, however, be regarded as resources for bread, I think.
Which is why I teach, Mr. Weston, in my mother's school.
I know. I know everything about you, Miss Grey. I have never lost sight of you over the past few months. I have a living of my own now, in a village not 2 miles distant. I have nothing but solitude to complain of, and nothing but a companion to wish for. Miss Grey. Agnes. Will you set aside your pen and walk with me?
I put down the pen, the papers. Rosalie's letter blows away over the sands, unfinished. Snap chases it a moment, and then returns joyous to Mr. Weston, as I slip my arm into his offered arm. I shall never forget this glorious summer evening, and always remember with delight
climbing the steep, rugged hill, to the edge of the precipice, where we stand together, watching the splendid sunset mirrored on the restless world of waters at our feet, with one heart between us, filled with gratitude to heaven, and happiness, and love, filled too full for speech. In Agnes Grey by Anne Brontë, dramatised by Judith Adams, Poppy Miller played Agnes, Christine Mackie, Mrs. Grey, Robert Whelan, Mr. Grey, and Alison Darling, Mary. Catherine Hunt was Mrs. Bloomfield, Stuart Richman, Mr. Bloomfield, and Martin Reeve, Mr. Weston. Anita Wood was Rosalie, and Delia Corrie, Mrs. Murray. William Hague was Tom, and Holly Granger, Mary Ann. All other parts were played by the company, and Ian Buckle played piano. Agnes Grey was directed in Manchester by Nandita Ghosh.
I forget if you like babies or not. If you do, you may have the pleasure of seeing mine. Unfortunately, as it is a girl, Sir Thomas has never forgiven me. I might have preferred a boy myself. What pleasure is there in watching her grow up and eclipse me and enjoy those pleasures I am forever debarred from? I cannot bear to look at her. If you will only come, I promise you shall be its governess as soon as it can speak, and bring it up as you like, and make a better woman of it than its mamma. See how I need you to come and comfort me. Write by return of post and say when you are coming. Your old pupil and friend Agnes, Rosalie.
You're listening to the Mystical Magpie channel. Please subscribe.